Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MLS Moves. Please make sure you like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Well, Pochettino just finished his first match as the USMNT manager against Panama, winning 2-0. This is a team that the USMNT lost to at Copa America, embarrassingly 2-1, with the infamous, now famous red card by Timothy Weah that likely ended the Greg Berhalter era. And we were able to win 2-0. Now, this wasn't all positive, right? There's obviously some stuff that needs to be cleaned up and some things that need to be addressed. But like I said, the last couple of weeks, expectations need to be lowered and realistic, and just understand that this is a new manager, new players, never coached the international level before, national team level, excuse me. And this is going to be a transition period. 2026 is all that matters. He's finding his bearings. He's trying to figure out which players work in his system, which players are a fit team wise, and just trying to just take everything in and just trying to figure it all out. Okay. So I think that as far as that, with low expectations, this was a good game. This was a good first game. Even if they had lost, I think it would have been okay, just because you don't want to overreact. Now, one of the people I want to start off with first is Matt Turner. Matt Turner hasn't played many club level games this year, last several months. He really hasn't played since Copa America. And I think he had a good game. He had some great saves. Now, he had a couple bad passes, but overall, for a guy who hasn't been playing regular minutes, he had a solid game. So we'll see what happens with him going down the stretch. If he can finally maybe get some minutes at Crystal Palace, if he can translate back to his 2022, 2023 self with the USMNT, I think that we could be in a good spot. We saw some positive things from Matt Turner tonight, which is good. One other thing that I thought was interesting, Tim Ream was wearing that captain's armband. Tim Ream obviously is the veteran on this team. He's 37 years old. He's seen it all. With a new coach coming in, obviously he probably wants that veteran presence to really be the voice or the leader of the team, taken away from Pulisic. But I don't think that that's necessarily set in stone, because Pulisic or someone else could definitely step up and get the armband. But for this first match, I totally understand why he did that. Now, he had an okay game. He did what he needed to do, but nothing crazy. Tim Ream. I would like to see someone replace him, obviously, because, like I said, he's 37 years old. He's not going to be the answer for 2026. So we need to start figuring out who that's going to be replacing Tim Ream for the future. Now, Musah scored, right? First goal in the Pochettino era, right? That was a great pass by Christian Pulisic, and he was able to finish in the second half after a poor first half as a team. Not poor half as in like they were just absolutely bad. It's just kind of more the same of what we've seen in the Greg Berhalter era, where they just weren't able to finish chances. They're creating chances, but they're not able to finish them. And we were able to see that in the second half. He's able to come out there, convert a chance. Maybe we'll finally be able to see Musah find his form and come into his own. Busio was kind of a random start for me. I didn't understand that, but he was pretty solid when it came to passing. Honestly, damn near perfect. He was pretty solid overall. He's been in good form lately, so that's on me. I think he had a good game. You love to see it. We need more depth in the midfield, so it's just nice to know that Busio is an option there. And Aiden Morris was someone who I definitely wanted to see what he would do under Pochettino, and I think he had a very solid game. And we finally have someone who you feel comfortable, or another person you feel comfortable being a backup to maybe Tyler Adams if he can't play. And he was very solid. And a lot of people think that Aiden Morris is really taking the jump since he moved to the championship. I think he was really solid with the Columbus Crew too. But yeah, he's definitely improving, and it's nice to know that we got some. The depth is very important for the USMNT, especially with this history of injuries. I thought Pulisic had a decent game. He obviously had the assist to Musah, but I think sometimes he was trying to play too much hero ball. He was trying to do too much, taking some crazy ass shots, to be honest with you. But I think he had an overall solid night, and I think he's settling down. And once I think he'll have a much better, not that he had a bad game. I think he'll have a much better game against Mexico, but overall, very solid game by Pulisic. Now, Josh Sargent, a guy who constantly doesn't capitalize on his opportunities. He's had a really good run of form in the championship, and I thought that maybe he could give Ballo some serious competition for the starting nine. But that is over. He missed several chances. He missed an absolute sitter in the 42nd minute. He should have definitely made that. And he you can't do that if you want to be the starting nine for the USMT. We got to have someone who can consistently score goals. So this was like a two-man race, right, between Ballo and Sargent, and then Pepi was kind of like lagging behind at third. We'll get to Pepi in a little bit, but I would say that right now, Ballo has, if he's healthy, when he does get healthy, has established himself as the clear-cut number one striker on this team, and it's not, frankly, close. Now let's get to Pepi. I think Pepi finally broke his scoring curse, right? Finally, the drought ends. Pepi hasn't scored for the USMNT in almost a year, and it happened in Texas, his home state. Beautiful to see, right? So I think that there's a serious discussion now, especially if Pepi has a good run of form and continues doing well at PSV. Is Pepi the second option at striker now? I think that's a conversation we need to have. Would you put Pepi over Josh Sargent? I want to know, would you guys put Ricardo Pepi over Josh Sargent? Because I think at this moment you have to. I think you have to, because Josh Sargent just cannot capitalize on his opportunities. And we need someone who can come off the bench and score in case something happens, or if Ballo gets hurt, we got to have someone who can capitalize on the opportunities. So it's a sad night for Josh Sargent. We'll see if he gets another opportunity against Mexico, but it's not a good first impression for him in the Pochettino era. And he's got to be more consistent. He just has to be more consistent. I thought Brenden Aaronson had an okay game. There was a couple run to play he had where he looked like he was, going to create a chance or have to score. He played with a lot of energy, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. I wasn't too impressed with Brenden Aaronson. But this is, like I said, this is the first game, okay? The expectations are low. They should be low. You shouldn't be expecting to win 5-0. You shouldn't be expecting everybody to have an 8 or 9 grade and in their ratings. The expectations should be realistic. Now, Mexico, I'm going to start each passing game. I'm going to start raising expectations because you want to see improvement from game to game. So Mexico, I'm going to grade it a little differently. But overall, if you want to grade from me, I would give this Pochettino debut match as a USMNT manager. I would probably give it a B+. You win 2-0. You took care of business. You created chances. You scored 2 goals. You beat a team that you lost to at Copa America. I mean, I think overall it was a solid game. And I think he made some adjustments in the second half that led to the goal, to the Musah goal, right? So I think that this was a solid game. I'd like to know what you guys would give the grade for this first match with Pochettino. And I'm excited to see what starting 11 he rolls out in the Mexico match. I'm curious to see what starting 11 he rolls out for that match. See if McKinney starts, or if they change out Turner, or just see what happens. Maybe Pepi gets a start instead of Sargent. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But USMNT win 2-1 over Panama. I'm sorry, 2-0 over Panama in Pochettino's first match in the USMNT era. Appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. And until next time, guys, I will see you all soon.